Hello YouTube, welcome to another news update video today for the 30th of August. First of all, let me just quickly apologize. You might be hearing some noise in the background. I think the microphone is picking up on it. There is construction going on right outside my window, and unfortunately there's nothing I can do against this. I could wait until the middle of the night, but it's before 12, middle of the day here. So that would be pretty awful. So I'm just gonna start this video and hope it's not too annoying. Anyways, this is not gonna be too long a video, so let's start by taking a look at the markets. We see everything in a sea of red from a market correction today, after we saw the prices shoot rather high for a couple days in a row. Now, most importantly here is that Bitcoin has not been able to stay above $7,000 and has now fallen to about 6,935. Of course, the exact number changes every couple of minutes. Now it's at 6,941. But everything is down a bit, mostly in the single digits, and even EOS, who at first were able to continue being in the green despite a market downtrend, have now fallen -4% since yesterday. Bitcoin has also been able to achieve a bit more dominance. Yesterday the dominance had fallen under 53%, now it's at 53.6%, and the market cap has fallen to 223. Yesterday, I believe the highest it hit was 236. Still significantly higher than the 190 something we had a couple of weeks ago. So don't fear yet. Let's look at this price analysis article from NewsBTC. Bitcoin Price Watch. Here is why Bitcoin US dollar remains in uptrend. So their point is this is just a minor correction, but it is still an uptrend. Bitcoin price corrected lower after setting a new weekly high around 7,130 against the US dollar. Yesterday's discussed significant bullish trendline is intact, with support at 6,920, which, as far as I know, has not been broken yet. The pair remains well supported near the 6,920 and 6,850 levels in the near term. Now to the analysis. Yesterday we saw a sharp bullish wave above the 7,000 resistance. The pair traded as high as 7,131 and later started a downside correction. It declined below the 7,025 support and started trading in a range. There was a break below the 23.6% fib retracement level of the last rise from 6709 to 7131. There was even a spike below the 7,000 and 6,950 levels. However, the retracement level acted as a support. There was no close below the 6,920 support. More importantly, yesterday's discussed significant bullish trendline is intact. Below the trendline, the 100-hourly simple moving average is positioned near the 6,870 level. However, the main support for the current trend is 6,775. Meaning, as long as we stay above that, this will be considered a bull market uptrend. Looking at the chart, Bitcoin seems to be very well supported near the 6,950, 6,870 and 6,775 levels. On the upside, the price has to clear the 7,025 and 7,080 resistances to challenge the 7,131 high. Finally, a break above 7,130 to 50 could set a pace for a test of 7,250. Major resistance level 780, major support level 6,920, which at the current point it is still safely but not very far above. We are currently $14 above that. Let's take a look at the last couple hours. It is very much looking like it's testing it. Like we are gonna run into 6,920 in the next couple minutes or hours probably, and that will tell us if we're staying above it or not. Right now this is looking significantly down, but who knows, maybe we will be able to hold there. Anyway, long term, Genesis Capital CEO, what is his name, Michael Morrow, says that we are in for a slow and steady move towards $10,000. On August 29th, the CNBC Fast Money panel interviewed Michael Morrow. During the discussion, he speaks about the price breakout at 7,000, the catalysts involved in encouraging the coin to rally up, the sell-off activity in the market, and more. Last week, the cryptocurrency space broke out with the news of the SEC rejecting 9 ETFs. Morrow stated that this rejection led to the increase in the short interest across the exchanges, as well as the lending activity witnessed by his investment firm, he added. Once the news broke about the SEC rejection and the price actually held, we didn't see the 5, 10 or 15% sell-off that we've seen in previous rejections, and that the technicals at around the 5.8, 5.9 levels held. So I think the bears have realized that they've run out of steam. So we also saw on the spot trading side is right around the 6,000 level, very few sellers. Regarding Morrow's call that the next stop for Bitcoin will be at around 10,000, and the catalyst to push the speculation, the expert said that the market growth for the coin is going to be slow and relaxed. He speculated that the price will behave less violently, for instance a minor swell of 5 to 10%. He believes that the market expectations for the SEC to approve the ETF are lowered, thus muting the market sentiments and providing an overall healthier outlook for the next 12 months. Next, he speaks about the recent trend of sellers and buyers, wherein the traders sell at the first Bitcoin pop that happens. For instance, those who managed to buy at 6,000 are the ones selling in the last 24 hours. The question is, are the bulls here to stay? We haven't really seen the strong buy-side demand yet coming in, even though there have been sell-side interest in the last 24 hours. So I think the question ultimately is the marquee going to head back down to the 6K level, simply because the bulls are waiting to see is the 7K really going to hold, and then see where we are going from there. He concluded his viewpoint by implying that the market sentiment will see a turnaround if the Bitcoin market is able to defend its mark of about 7,150 for the next week. So this seems cautiously optimistic. All depends on if we can manage to get above and stay above the 7,000 for a while. Next up we have some Ethereum news, some good news, some bad news. No, not necessarily that bad, but Ethereum's October upgrade could be 29 billion blockchain's biggest test yet. Now, here we are talking about uncertainty about Ethereum's future, which I've talked about a couple days ago. Uncertainty, very bad for investments, so we don't want uncertainty. And right now, they have an issue. Ethereum has a time bomb. What did I call it? The difficulty bomb. Coming in early 2019, making Ethereum's block steadily less time efficient to mine. If no action is taken, the difficulty bomb will push Ethereum into what is known as the Ice Age, a period when the difficulty is so high that transactions can no longer be processed, making the blockchain unusable. So before this happens in early 2019, they need to upgrade the code to prevent this from happening. But the problem right now is there are multiple proposals what could be done. With a total of 4 Ethereum improvement proposals currently under discussion, many are arguing that in delaying the difficulty bomb, Constantinople, that is the upgrade, should also reduce the amount of Ether that is currently paid out to miners, the entities that run specialty computing hardware to secure transactions. However, miners are warning that too great a decrease in profits will reduce the security of the network, effectively forcing miners to secure other cryptocurrencies. While an exact timeline for Constantinople has yet to be finalized, developers are pointing to late October or November as the likely timeline for the upgrade. As such, in an upcoming meeting on Friday, remember this was said last week when they didn't come to an agreement, developers are likely to finalize the proposals to be included in the hard fork. Now, this is a long article with a lot of interesting information in it. I would suggest you read it. The link will be in the description. But the main thing this tells us is these are all very smart people involved. They know what they're doing, but there are some disagreements about how to proceed, and they really need to clear these up in the near future. There's a hard fork coming for Ethereum, but it's not completely clear what the hard fork will change. Hopefully, they will be able to avert this situation and introduce good upgrades. I suggest you read the whole article. There's quotes from people involved. There's some possible outcomes. But yeah, keep this in mind. There's a bit of uncertainty right now that hopefully will be lifted in the coming days. Next up, some positive news about Ethereum. Origin is rolling out a decentralized messaging app built on Ethereum. Origin Protocol, a blockchain project building a decentralized marketplace, has rolled out a peer-to-peer messaging application built on top of Ethereum, showing us once again that Ethereum has very varied use cases. Just yesterday we had the announcement that the Moscow city markets will be using Ethereum in their application process. This is of course a completely different application, but it just shows us there's very many use cases for Ethereum. The project wrote in a blog post on Wednesday that the open source messaging function is now up and running on its marketplace demo, creating an encrypted communication channel between buyers and sellers. The technology works by utilizing users' Ethereum addresses as a public ID for sending and receiving text messages, while the content itself is encrypted via private keys. However, the post adds, since the data will not be broadcast to the network, sending messages will not incur gas fees. Further, Messages will be stored using the interplanetary file system, a technology that distributes data across a web of computers and can link to information on the blockchain. Keep in mind this is encrypted data that you need your private key to unlock. Since a decentralized marketplace may experience disputes between buyers and sellers, the app adopts the ERC725 standard, which links identity to a specific Ethereum address and also allows a third-party arbitrator to audit conversation histories once granted permission by one of the participants. Origin indicated that besides sending text messages, it plans to extend the peer-to-peer communication to support multimedia content and machine reading messages between decentralized applications. The app launch comes after Origin raised $6 million via an ICO in June. It's nice to see a company follow through on an ICO properly. As previously reported by CoinDesk, several other organizations have revealed plans to develop blockchain-based messaging applications. Now, this is of course only on their exchange. This is for professional use, this is for arbitration, this is for transparency, this is for privacy. But this is good to see because similar apps will be coming out for private use soon. Similar apps, hopefully, that may replace messaging services like WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, and Telegram, a lot of which are encrypted, but are not decentralized. And we want these things to be decentralized. If they can run on the Ethereum network, that is great. This will be a good test to see how well it works before other apps get put on the market. But seeing more apps built on top of cryptocurrencies, especially Ethereum and EOS, some of the big ones, is always good to see. And last but not least, Yahoo Finance integrates Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin trading into its platform. There's not much more to say here. You can now trade those on the platform. And in April 2019 or later, Yahoo Japan will also be opening its own cryptocurrency exchange. So this company, this massive internet giant, is actively working on integrating crypto. And Yahoo Finance is a big name, so very, very good to see. I'm gonna end the video here. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon.